The Los Angeles Lakers are ready. That's all I got to say. They're this close to just re-signing Anthony Davis and immediately running it back and trying to hope to get a repeat. Today, Marc Gasol has officially signed with the Los Angeles Lakers, which is huge for them. Yesterday, we saw Montrezl Harrell sign with them instead of the Clippers, which is huge. Not only because they're taking away the Clippers center in Montrezl Harrell, but they're now getting them onto their own team, which is just insane. They signed Dennis Schroeder or they traded for Dennis Schroeder last week, so now they're gonna have two of the last year the first and second place 6-man of the year players are on the same team, and we don't know obviously the current situation, whether or not who they're going to start at center, either Montrezl Harrell or Marc Gasol. It's probably going to switch back and forth here and there, kind of like what Zubac and Montrezl Harrell did last year. But it's going to be as of right now, their lineup is going to be LeBron James, Dennis Schroeder, Marc Gasol, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, Caruso, KCP, Jared Dudley, Wesley Matthews, and Talen Horton-Tucker. And most likely they're going to re-sign Anthony Davis because I don't see him going anywhere else. I saw this thing that he's just waiting till after Thanksgiving for some reason to sign with the Lakers. I don't know exactly why that is, but he's going to get the bag. He's going to get the Supermax, lock him up for a good while. He's probably going to be on the Lakers most likely till LeBron retires. That's just my guess. I don't see him leaving. And I don't know why he necessarily would want to leave, especially when he literally just won a championship, first of his career with LeBron. So why would you leave, especially when you have an even better team than last year? They got rid of Danny Green's big old contract. There's no reason to not want to come back. So I think he's most likely going to come back for the Lakers. I don't see any other team that he would really want to go to. They just traded away JaVale McGee about an hour ago to the Cavs to clear up the space to bring in Marc Gasol. They traded JaVale McGee for Jordan Bell and someone else, but they're most likely going to waive both of them because there's no need to have them on the team. I really like the Wesley Matthews signing a couple days ago too. He's a really good spot-up shooter. That's exactly what they need. Not a better replacement, but he's going to be that Danny Green replacement. My guess, their final five, the final 5 minutes of a game, their lineup will be LeBron, AD, Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, and Kuzma probably. They'll probably have LeBron. They'll have Dennis Schroeder at the 1, Kuzma at the 2, then LeBron, Harrell, and Anthony Davis, or LeBron, Davis, then Montrezl Harrell at the 5. That's my guess is what they'll have, as long as no one's fouling out or whatever. And they still can make signings or trades or whatnot. As of right now, this is their current team, and I think no team out west is going to be able to stop them right now. The Clippers, they did make some nice moves to bring in Serge Ibaka at their starting center, which is definitely interesting. I think that's going to help them a lot. Losing Montrezl Harrell, who we expected. Honestly, I expected him to leave, but bringing in Serge Ibaka is kind of like a lowercase W, if you would. I don't see them being a better team than the Lakers. They still potentially could make moves. We haven't seen a Russell Westbrook trade yet. There's rumors that a Paul George for Russell Westbrook sort of trade, centerpiece around those two could happen. We don't know yet. I don't see a team. Let me look at the Western Conference right now. Let me look this up. I don't see a team. I'm going to go down the list of all the teams, and I'm going to say if they have a chance. The Lakers, obviously. The Clippers right now have a really good team. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and then Serge Ibaka is their third guy, I guess. The Nuggets, they did make some moves. They lost Jeremy Grant, but they brought back Paul Millsap. I don't understand why they would do that exactly. I would rather have the younger guy, and they paid him pretty much the same exact money. Instead of bringing Paul Millsap, the old 33-year-old or 34-year-old. I don't understand why they would do that. The Houston Rockets, they are not beating the Lakers. Whether or not they have James Harden and Russell Westbrook or not, they can't. Is Christian Wood gonna step up and drop 40 a game? No. OKC, they would lose in 4. They're not gonna win. Shea would have to drop 75 on them, or Poku. The Jazz have a good team. They can maybe win one game in the Lakers series. They just locked up Donovan Mitchell. The Mavericks are the very interesting team. I think that Luka and Porzingis can definitely be, and Josh Richardson could definitely be a tough team to go up against, mainly like Luka and Porzingis. I think they could potentially take 2 games from them. Nothing like they wouldn't beat the Lakers. Obviously, there's a chance of them like upsetting them or whatever. But yeah, I don't think the Mavericks will necessarily be able to beat the Lakers in like a 4-game series. Portland, I think they could. I think Portland, as of right now, would be the hardest team to get by. I feel like just Dame and CJ. They're just such a good. Melo's back. They just traded for Enes Kanter. Yusuf Nurkic is there. They out Anthony Simmons. They have young guys. Gary Trent. I think that team is underrated, and they were only the 8th seed last year. They took a couple games from the Lakers. I think they only took 1 game maybe. But either way, it was either 1 or 2. But either way, like, I think Portland is a scary team to face. The Grizzlies, John Morant, Jaren Jackson, Dylan Brooks, like those guys, they have a young team. I don't think they're ready enough to be. I don't know if they're necessarily going to be a playoff team next year. Even if they get there, they'll most likely get swept by the Lakers. The Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul, DeAndre, and Devin Booker, I think they could definitely have a chance against the Lakers. Are they going to be able to fully stop them? I don't know. I don't think so. They could probably take, like I think, same with like Portland, they could probably take a game or 2. Or same with like the Mavericks, they could probably take a game or 2, but I don't know if they're really ready yet to beat the Lakers in a 7-game series. They lost Aaron Baines in free agency to, I think it was the Raptors or something like that. So yeah, the Suns they can do it, but will they realistically? Most likely not. The Spurs, they're too young. They're too young and old. They're not good enough. They're not going to make the playoffs. Same with the Kings. The Pelicans, possibly. Losing Drew Holiday hurts them. Bringing in what's his name, Eric Bledsoe. They still have Zion. Brandon Ingram, most likely. He still hasn't. Nothing's happened to Brandon Ingram yet in free agency. So, they would most likely get swept by that Lakers team anyway. They maybe take a game. Timberwolves, same situation. Maybe take a game, and then the Warriors are interesting. The Warriors with Curry. The Warriors lineup next year is gonna be weird. It's gonna be Curry. This is, as of right now, their lineup will probably be Curry, Kelly Oubre, Wiggins, Eric Pascal, then Wiseman. If not Pascal, then it'll be Draymond Green. And then they have a very bad bench. So I don't know. Curry could definitely go off and take 2 games from them. Some would say like the Lakers would win that series in 6. So I don't see a team that's really like a better overall team than the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to be the team to beat out west, 100%. And the team as of right now that I think will be able to beat them in the Eastern Conference would be the Celtics or the Bucks. Those are the 2 teams that I really, really like right now. I still see the Bucks as the Bucks are making moves, and I really like what they're doing, bringing in Drew Holiday next to Giannis and Chris Middleton. They're obviously the favorite to win the East, but regular season means nothing. They haven't proved anything in the playoffs yet, so who knows? The Raptors, I like the Raptors, bringing back Fred VanVleet. Now they got Chris Boucher and Aaron Baines there, so who knows what they could do. Celtics, so this is the team. I'm not going to talk about any other teams really. Actually, I do want to go down and talk about the Hawks for a minute. But the Celtics, they lost Gordon Hayward, but so they're going to have cap, and they could go out and sign maybe someone or trade for someone possibly. They're the team to get. They're only going to get better from here. Kemba obviously is getting older, but Jason Tatum is only going to get better. Jaylen Brown's only going to get better. I like what Boston is doing, and they're not done this offseason. I see them making some significant moves. But yeah, and then the Heat obviously can do something possibly. I think they're going to get better. But yeah, the Heat, they're gonna be basically the same as last year, I think. Still very good, but not significantly better. So yeah, that's it. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to talk a little bit about free agency and mainly the Lakers. So if you enjoyed it, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'm out.